Hello and welcome to my art and cooking channel. Today I have a mixed media project. I was flipping through my, I like the studio from Stampington there, Somerset Studio. Wasn't coming to me. And I saw this sort of ephemera page of all these different feathers, and I thought I'm gonna try to paint that. So I showed you the first one that I did, so this is the second one. I probably favor the first one that I did. I changed up the colors a little bit, and I wish I had gone with the other, but whatever. You can put whatever colors you want with this. So I taped off some Strathmore tone gray paper with some washi tape just so I can have some clean edges on the end of the painting. And then I'm going in, I sort of drew a rectangle there just to kind of keep myself knowing where I'm going. And I took my Inktense pencils and I just sort of colored like I would color pencils. And then I added some water just to kind of activate them. And what's nice about Inktense pencils rather than watercolor pencils is that once they're activated and dry, you cannot move the pigment. So it's great for layering, I guess is what I'm trying to say for this. Not that you can't use other things and make it work, just, you know, I find that to be a strength of Inktense pencils. So that's what I did with that blue feather. And then I went around with my oil pastel, that sort of light gray there you see to the right, around that. And then I'm going to start working on the background, which I'm trying to make like, I guess, old paper slash it's been inked and watercolored kind of thing. So I'm going to use the sort of creamy technique here with my finger. You can use a blending stump or whatever if that bothers you to use your fingers. But so just layering in different colors. So I've got like earthy colors, teals, blues, white, someone. It's not quite a white, but actually that one was a white, but really light gray, and just layering those up. I've got this sort of creamy tan khaki kind of color going in, and just kind of getting it to the place where I like it, and just adding those colors back in, and then sort of along the way defining that rectangle, because the article was in the Somerset Studio, which is a great magazine if you don't ever get it, but very inspiring. I love getting that. And you get free papers and stuff in it, so it's nice for the money there. But what they had was sort of a collage. They layered up on old tea stained paper, and then they had this feather, and then they had another smaller piece of paper, and so just basically a layered collage elements there. And so that was what I was kind of going for. Just a little something different. I was trying to push myself a little bit. And working on that feather again, bringing in some more defining lines there with the feather. Once that was dry, I could sort of flick that out and get those fine lines. And then defining that second piece of paper there, or pretend piece of paper, as it were. And again, filling in the background. So just, that's my process. That's not to say that that's how you have to do it, but it just kind of layering and applying until your eye just sees that that's pleasing to the eye. And so anyway, that's how I work. But what oil pastels do I have? Oh, my Sohos. I grabbed those back out. I haven't worked with those in a little bit, so they're very creepy though. So you gotta be careful there. And then I took a colored pencil and then did some like random script just to kind of make it again like that old paper kind of element, just writing words, nonsensical words, but you could journal this way. And then I'm going in with my beloved Sennelier iridescent set. I love this set. And the gold, one of the golds, it has several, but this one, and then just giving little highlights, metallic highlights to it. So it was fun. It was a fun way to kind of do something a little bit different. I know I'm usually a flower and landscape girl with occasional people, but Here's a feather. I have links down below. Don't forget to hit those to my blog, my products, all the things, as well as like, share, and subscribe this video so YouTube can push it out. It has really been strangling the videos lately, and you know, sometimes I just don't know what to do about it. But so taking off that washi for the nice clean edges. It was a fun project. I hope you try it. I hope that you grab your supplies and create today, and I'll leave you watching the rest here. Thank you so much for joining me. See you in the next video.